Almost forgot to unmute my mic. But we got sound. Well, I mean, for the music, I gotta base myself on you guys because through the new system, through the new driver that I found, you guys get the music. I don't. It's just so you guys can get like nice, even music at all time. I am thirsty. Hello, welcome to the stream. I promise we're gonna do more than just watch me drink water. Unless you're into that. Then feel free to donate to my paint. We're going to post the rules real quick. Assuming I type it right. One day we will get something like Stream Avatar back on the screen. That was fun. So what do I have for you today? Not much art-wise because I pretty much spent this week just blowing my nose. Like my cold is gone. As far as I know, my cold is gone. But I still have nose issues. I'm breathing right. My nose feels normal and stuff like that. It's just it's full. It's constantly full. Leftover cold. So like, I don't know if you guys know about the Ginsu Force picture I did, where I drew some horror icons as the Ginyu Force. As expected on social media, it didn't take off, because it's social media. They're like, oh, that looks like they put a lot of effort in that piece. Let's hide it from their watchers. But it's making like hella numbers on DeviantArt. Let me just go look real quick. Because I drew it like at the beginning of last week, I think, and I'm still getting favorites on it. There we go. Like the Mario Dr. Slump one didn't get as much as this one. Like 1.9k favorites, 137 comments. Some of those are mine. 434.2k views. One collected privately. DeviantArt Protect on. No AI. Because I make real sure that no AI is ticked on my art because I do not use AI. I used AI once and I did not post it. For the simple reason that I was bored out of my mind. I will explain why I used AI right after this. I got like 5 badges, some hypes, some diamonds, some quartz, I think that one is. Like, people are loving this piece. And I'm like, damn. Wow. You can still hear that my nose is kind of blocked. And I say kind of blocked because I'm breathing. No problem. I feel normal. I don't feel pain anywhere, so I don't know what's going on with my nose. I added a couple things in my Throne wish list. Like, it's mostly art supplies. There's some stuff that's just for fun. Like, there's some Rement stuff, like medieval Rement stuff that I would like to have to pose with my dolls that I customized. Because that's the kind of nerd I am. I recently added a Razer microphone just because it's small and pink. Not that there's anything wrong with my current microphone, but well, it's not small and pink. It's taking up a lot of room on my desk. Let's be honest here. Hi, Coco. Glad you could make it. But yes, because I'm pretty sure I talked about this before, but it's kind of important to recycle some stories because not everyone will look at the archive, and there's always some new people on the stream waiting for me to shut up so I can start drawing. But I saw this ad for one of those AI software that you start with a doodle and then they fill it up on the side. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see what all the hype is about. I am well aware that it's all trained on stolen art. I have no intention of using it seriously or to try to make money out of it, or let's see what this is all about. Because as you guys know, I'm all about experimenting with my art. So I tried it. So it's basically you put in the prompt of what you're aiming for on top, and then you kind of block in some colors on one screen, and the AI will complete the art on the other screen. And people do this willingly? I was bored out of my mind! Because, like, basically what I did was put in the prompts, and then adding some word, then deleting some word, and then adding a bit more color, trying to force the shape to be understood by the AI. And, like, it's not quite it. And I was just like, click, regenerate, click, 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 click. Why? Oh, you can get like 100 results in a matter of minutes. That just sounds to me like you don't know what you want. Like, this is boring as fuck. Like, it would be faster for me just to draw what I have in mind instead of, like, Jesus take the wheel, like... And I'm the type to be like, Jesus take the wheel, as you'll see soon when I show you guys what I did yesterday. But, oh, Lord. It's not fun. It is just not fun. I breaded and fried codfish, yum yum yum. Save me some. I had to use up that oil. It was about to go bad. Oh, last minute breaded codfish. That's even better. That's when you know it has all the flavor of the aged oil. Hey, aged stuff is good. It can be good. I mean, look at me. But like, people subject themselves to this on purpose just because you get a nice shiny piece at the end. And by nice and shiny is like you have to look at it fast, because when you stop and look at the details after a while, you're kind of like... And then there's some AI bros, they're like, adapt or die. Well, I guess I'll die out of boredom. Like, it's the same principle as Cookie Clicker, but Cookie Clicker, you may get some sort of satisfaction out of it. Like, look, I have a fidget cube, okay? Official fidget cube, by the way. There's a clicker. There. Right here. This is what it felt like working on this. Like... That's it. I didn't forget the lemon juice. Very important lemon juice. My mom likes to put vinegar on her fish. She is a heretic. Only lemon juice on fish. That's... Maybe some roasted garlic if you feel fancy, but lemon juice is the real juice. Like, I gave it a shot, and I just did not care for it. They're like, yeah, but the big companies require you to use AI now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go behind somebody, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's actually very, very rare when you see AI image generation on social media that there's a name attached to it. Did you guys notice that? It's very, very, very rare. It happens. Of course, I mean, we all know about Jazz's brother, but... I'm not going to talk too long about it because I'm going to get yelled at. Icy Coco is not a heretic. But, I'm sorry, but it's bad enough that big companies will not consider me because I don't work in Photoshop. I work with other art softwares. Yes, I'm pretending that there's a plural to that because I pretty much stick to CSP, but I do try to work with Procreate because I have a student that works in Procreate, and I'm trying to learn Procreate to help them when they need something. But like, if you want to talk about adapting, big companies should adapt themselves to several softwares. Because there's not just Photoshop out there. And y'all know my opinion on Photoshop anyway. And it's not very good. Yeah, but it's faster with AI. Yeah, it's also very boring. And, like, you don't get what you're thinking about, you know? Oh, you will get it eventually. If you click enough, you might get something that's pretty close to what you had in mind. But to me, it's much faster to just doodle it down a napkin. You're cutting out the middleman. You're cutting out the fun. That's what you're doing. You can't seriously expect me to be hired. Like, little story, okay? I did have in the beginning of AI generation, of the boom of it, I did have someone that wanted to hire me to edit an AI generated comic. And I was into it, if only because the whole plot of the book was the merging of AI technologies and humans. So it would go with the theme of the book. That was before I knew that all AI image generation was trained on stolen art. And of course, the guy never came back to me with it, so what a freaking surprise. But like, what would be the fun of asking me to carefully edit some drawings that you can, like, you generate bad, you know what I mean? Like with the weird eyes and like the multiple or not enough fingers, or like there's outright a leg sticking out from the side of the two ones that are supposed to be there, you know. Like at that point, just ask me to redraw. It would be faster, it would be funnier, it would be funner for everybody involved. Like, adapt or die. Well, I guess I'll die. So art-wise, yesterday, I just felt like putzing around. Because honestly, I spent the rest of the week, like, really tired. Probably because I'm not getting enough oxygen to my brain. And I did this with my Ecoline CM1. I love this because it's making me dizzy just looking at it. It's Iris in 3 colors, yellow, cyan, magenta, from my Ecoline collection. And I really gotta work on getting an actual sample swatch of all the colors mixed up, because I figured out how to mix them up for what I want to like do with them. But like literally I just wanted to putz around. This was done with my quote-unquote glass pen. I'm still pretty sure it's acrylic. That mom got me, she got me that with a set of inks, but the inks were like so terrible I had to throw them out. But this is still pretty good. This is still pretty obviously wish, but this is still pretty good. And like, hi Paul. I actually did it like this on purpose because I wanted the colors to mix and to splotch together and to make a mess in the line art on purpose. Just because. Because I like to do art where I go, I wonder what will happen next. I like to do that, and yet I had absolutely zero fun trying to work with AI generation. And for those that are curious, because you guys are nice enough to join us in the live stream, This is the original picture. It's small because I had done it on my computer and I printed it out to make sure I had the right size, and I traced it 3 times on the blending card because I am not a line art savant. Of course I traced it, but it's my own art, so it does not count. It is part of the process. It's sad that I have to explain every little thing in detail every time so I don't get canceled on Zitter. Like, I got canceled in school for a couple days because I was caught tracing out of my How to Draw Horses book. What was I tracing? The geometric shapes because I didn't have a ruler. The geometric, not even the shapes to build the horse, the geometric shapes around the shapes of the horse, because that's in that book, that's how they taught you. You got big shapes, then you refine those shapes, then you do the horse, then you do the details. If I knew where that book was, I would pull it out to show you guys. I think I had found it's like a couple years ago and put it where it belongs, but I'm not gonna go and look because that's going to be 20 minutes of you guys looking at my snowflake butt. Hi Paul, Shiro and I were trashing Nintendo's archaic anti-preservation attitude before the stream. Yeah, let's not go there right now because I will never get to the actual drawing part of the stream. I am going to mute my mic and put you guys on Be Right Back for a couple seconds because my nose is filling up again and nobody wants to hear that. Much better. Well, my Ko-fi link is having trouble loading. Something not working on that stream. What are the chances? Well, I'm gonna scoot this over so we actually get to the part where I draw, because that's what you guys are here for, and not just for my cute little face. And tuck. There we go. I tried to plug the Wii again for Mom. We would have a lot less troubles if she didn't have a soundbar, and with everything going through the soundbar. Because it's not the TV that's plugged to the soundbar, it's the decoder. Because apparently the TV does not have that specific plug, and or we can't reach it, or it just doesn't work that way. So I got a 3.5 jack to digital. Your cube. Let's get to the show already. Just gonna go get my companion mode, which is very important. But then I went to plug the HDMI into the adapter, the audio adapter and the HDMI adapter for the Wii is on the same box. The HDMI cable is too thick. The jack plug is too thick. The HDMI cable is too thick. I can have one or the other plugged, but not both. So I had to order a thin HDMI cable, hoping the head that is also thin is thin enough that they can like get along and we can finally get the show on the road and Mom can play her goddamn Just Dance. Oof. It's like I keep saying, c'est pas un esti de Wii qui va avoir le dessus sur moi, c'est pas vrai. Bootleg cookie colors. I have so many palettes. I should probably delete some of the default ones because the colors are outright ugly and I never used them. One day I will learn how to draw a fork. Today is not that day and tomorrow is not looking good either. Oh, just in time! Lily's singing the song of her people. I'm curious if the iris that I just showed is going to end up on the bargain bin. The answer is very likely. I don't know if you guys can hear her, she's like... We've been having a lot of snowstorm just this week, so it's more than likely she's growling at the guy. Oh! Thank you, Annan! Oh, we are getting so close. 27% funded. That counts as close. That counts as close. Speaking of stuff that I'm waiting on, I kind of hurried up. As soon as pre-orders were open, I pre-ordered the new Sailor Moon art book, Sailor Moon Raisonnée, that comes out next month. Because as I said on Facebook, it is true that Toriyama influenced my style a lot, but the reason I'm a comic artist is Takeuchi. And like I only have 3 of the 5 and or 6, depending how you count them, art books that we currently have. I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then materials, I believe, which is not all Takeuchi's art. There was a lot of art from collaborators. I'm gonna erase that knife because he's using it. I'll be right back, folks. I hope that's not gonna happen too often. The guy is only trying to do his job. I'm only trying to do mine. But yeah, and honestly, with the conversion, it's not that expensive. I pre-ordered mine on Amazon Japan. And I do hope, like, they didn't say anything about it, like, being already sold out, so I do hope I get it. Little jar of mayonnaise, do that, do that. Little jar of mayonnaise, do that, dee. Hopefully we won't be interrupted too much. I'm gonna make that a little bigger. He is a little bigger. He's the biggest one in the house. So yeah, the art book is going to be like 200 pages, involving 712, around that, like 700 plus drawings. So to say that I'm kind of expecting like stuff this big. But yeah, for where it comes from and the amount of pages, I got it for a pretty good price. Like, Canadian, it should be like around $65, and that's including the shipping. And the shipping was about the price of the book. So hi, Filtrated Lion. Thank you for joining us. It's always fun to have lots of people on the stream. Considering the ridiculous price of most Sailor Moon items, I was very pleasantly surprised about the price of that art book. I was like, finally, an adult with adult money that can afford some Sailor Moon items. One. Like, even the smallest Proplica item is like $99. Like, holy jeez. Like, at that price, that Sailor Moon compact that I have up there, that was a gift, thankfully, for my budget. At that price, that Sailor Moon compact that I have up there better turn me into Sailor Moon. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hold it up and I say Moon Prism power. I better see glitter start appearing around me. So, assuming it shows up at my house like in the middle of April, like they assume it will, expect a lot of Sailor Moon inspired art for the rest of April. I still draw myself with a little dollop of toothpaste here, even if I like really need a trim. Like, my hair is like, for me, for what I'm used to, it's like ridiculously long in the back. I need to be able to feel my skin. Because honestly, I'm traumatized off long hair. Everybody else can have long hair. That doesn't bother me. Long hair on me. Like, I sometimes dream of having long hair, and I wake up crying. That's how traumatized I am from wearing long hair. Reminds me of when I bought... Hey, chat, calm down. No. Not you, Filtrated Lion. You're fine. It's just my chat software was just like... Reminds me of when I bought an actual Boba Fett helmet for my birthday last year. I bet you felt good. Expensive! But yeah! Wearable Boba Fett helmet. getting the right angle here. I'm fidgeting with my microphone and it's not screwed in solid. Like, it just feels weird to me that replicas are so expensive when we used to have similar items for like $25 at Toys R Us, you know? Yeah, but they make lights and music. My moon rod does lights and music too, and it's from Irwin. I did. It wasn't cheap, but I wanted it. Then you picked it up. You healed your inner child. It's not because I'm not a Star Wars fan, means I don't understand the appeal of having like at least one piece of wearable props from a show and or movie I like. Like I said, Moonrod is the Moon Scepter. Either way, I got a Moon Scepter that was affordable because I was still a kid, and it was from a kid's brand, Irwin. And I got is it the first or second? I think it's the first. Only one way to find out. Let's go reach the one piece of Sailor Moon collectible I can actually reach. Are you the first brooch or the second brooch? You're the second brooch. Because the rest of my Sailor Moon collection is on the second shelf and I cannot reach the second shelf by myself. Let's pull it out and take a little look-see. If I can. Let's push it out and get a little look-see. There. There we go. This is green for Jupiter, but, well, you know, chroma screen. And you can open it and take a look at this at yourself and a silver crystal. Where's the camera? There you guys are, I think. Now this is pushable, but I think mine either came broken or it's a type of bootleg. Because there is a place, I know there is a place to put a battery because I saw it. But mine never did any, this one never did any lights or music, so I don't know if it's because it's a bootleg that was gifted to me, or it was broken and that's how he was able to afford it. Like, it's not because the box says Bandai Proplica means necessarily that it's official, you know what I mean? But yeah, the price these things are, when I hold it up and say like Moon Prism Power or something, I better see some pink ribbon starts wrapping around me. Let's put you back. That's the box, and that's the box sleeve. Maybe you pay for the cardboard, I don't know. Yeah. Wait for me on top of my pencil eraser. Sharpener. Now where's my script? So yeah, in the case of this, yes, I have grown-up money, but that was not my grown-up money. So at at least with stuff like that, when I get them as gifts or donations, it enables me to have a bit of fun and or some new art supplies, and at the same time pay my bills. That's why every donation is extremely appreciated. You guys have no idea. Like, I have a face of stone, but I have a heart of gold. If you want to keep an artist happy, sometimes the artist needs some nice little toys and stuff like that. Like, heck, I got some pony stickers. Like, I got one on my tablet and a couple around my my inkwell, and I'm thrilled. Because as we all know, I am so sick of professional stuff only being black or steel gray or brush steel or piano black, and God forbid creatives have creative supplies. We would not want that. We don't want the creative to look unprofessional when they're alone at home. Made myself dizzy with how annoyed I am. You know, it's been a while since I did some art teaching. I got a screen tone tutorial, a plan for a screen tone tutorial in my to-do list. It's been there for like 3 years. I should get to that. I should make it a combo, because the original idea was to show how to use screen tone traditionally, but I should work on it so it's a combo traditional and digital true Clip Studio. Because there's several ways to achieve screen toning in Clip Studio. There's material screen toning, and there's the screen toning tool, which is right here. As you can see, all I have to do in this case is hit it, and it's by default usually it sets to 60 dots, but you can change that frequency to thin down, like the maximum is 85, to thicken up the dots. The minimum is 5. I'm not sure what's going on here, but it's interesting. Kind of looks a bit like scratches and runes at the same time. Oh, 666, the dots of the beast. I'm just gonna put it back to 60 and get it back to normal. Bah. That's a cool effect. Yes, it is. And like, I do see a lot of people like casually say, I tried to get into CSP and I don't understand it. Like, I've been into CSP for like 10-15 years and I still don't understand it. So what I do know, I will absolutely help you with it. As an artist on the internet, we're already the sketcher, the penciler, the inker, the flatter, the colorist, the letterer, and the marketing agent, and the accountant. Like, I had to spend a lot of time learning what I know about CSP. You really think I'm gonna let another artist that's trying to start in CSP struggle as much as I did? No fucking way in hell! If I can help, I will, and that is that. Like, you gotta be a little bit realistic too here. We already have to work, like, ridiculously hard to maintain / improve our art. And to try to get views. And to try to be interesting. And to do this and to do that. And then I'm going to turn around and try to hide all this information from other artists. Holy jeez, no! Maybe I should make a series of videos. Like, you want to do this cool shit in CSP? This is how. And, like, just get to the point. I'm not gonna start talking about the history of the CSP every single video. As a neurodivergent person, there is nothing I hate more than needing the answer to a question but there's like the childhood story of the software itself, and I have to scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub until I find my answer. I got some leftover butter chicken curry for Din Din tonight. Apparently Coco's goal in life is to make me jealous of her cooking, and it's working. Do not worry, I am taking notes, and I am going to go ham during the summer, where my mom is not at home to complain about the cooking being different. I'm not gonna say anything about that because mom is neurodivergent, because that's how I got it, and we both know we got it from Grandpa. If you guys would have met my pappy, you would absolutely understand, like, right away, like, oh yeah, they got it from the Grandpa. There's no question about it. You are right, I never have company over, so I like saying what I make, so y'all are jealous I can't come over and eat it. Oh ho 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 ho. We're gonna have some cooking battles this summer. Because I'll be honest, a while back I bought the Freddy Fazbear cookbook, because apparently there were good reviews about the recipes inside, so that's some stuff I'm going to try out this summer. I haven't even cracked it open yet. Because once again, neurodivergent, I do not think about it. I didn't even know the 4th issue of Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees was out. I just happened upon it when I was browsing my wish list, and like the entry said, read it now, and I'm like, what, whoa, whoa, whoa. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees is kind of like a thriller. It's a little bit horror. And I absolutely love where the story is going right now. Issue 4. I would say things are coming to an... not really an end, but there's another word. Like, there's only 6 issues. The other 2s are not out yet, and I pre-ordered the hard copy. Because once again, books, but like the art is absolutely gorgeous in it. It's watercolor, and even if it's really short, you do tend to get attached to some of the characters. Not the victim in issue 2. She totally had it coming, but What is it? A head. That's the word I was looking for. Things are coming to a head. Like at around issue 3, it kind of lagged a little bit story-wise. But issue 4, oh my god, I cannot wait. Thankfully, the next issue is going to be next month. So... But it ended on such a really good cliffhanger. And like a really dramatic death. Because the thing is, the killer was going after people that were viewed as annoying. But like the third victim, absolutely zero deserved it. The first victim either, like it was really only the second victim. And I don't want to get too much into it, because there's like a twist at the beginning of the story. And I don't want to touch that. But it's a good story. I find it a good story. And of course I am enjoying the art. Because that's my thing. I will read something and I will analyze it at the same time. And yet it's not going to ruin my enjoyment of the story. Kind of like how I know how Big Bird is operated, Snuffleupagus, stuff like that. But if you tell me I get to meet Grover, like, I know how the set is set up. I will see the puppeteer at the end of Grover. Will I still hug Grover if given consent? You bet your top dollar I will. Yeah, but you're going to hug some dude's arm. I don't care. I am hugging Grover. Once again, if I have permission, because I do not want to make the puppeteer uncomfortable. I know my own strength. I would probably accidentally, like, crack his elbow wrong, so... I will control myself for the good of the puppeteer. Like, for those of you that get to go to Disneyland and stuff like that, do you walk around going, actor, actor, costume, costume, actor? No! You're going to be roaming around for your favorite Disney princess. That's what you're going to do. We're all well aware they're costumes and actors, and we shut up. Because once we step inside, by God, we do not care. And if you still care, after spending $150 for 5-minute tickets, then you're just an asshole for the sake of being an asshole. Like, you will willingly waste your money just to be kicked out from Disney security wearing a badge with a mouse. Gabriel Iglesias joke right there. Just to prove your mental superiority to a bunch of 5-year-olds. That is just sad. Why did I give myself a short sleeve? I'm always wearing this. And guess who's going to spend another summer without AC? It's me, Mario. Oh, we got 4 people in the chat now. Yay, 4 people! That's a lot of people.
Hey, I'm Nellie. I swear this man does not come to.
Yeah, ignore that. It's because I don't like seeing notifications on my phone, and that was TikTok. I'm gonna get yelled at. Because no matter how much I put my phone on silent, it will always snap itself back to sound. Are you on TikTok, Shiro? Not often. I try to post time lapses or when it's traditional art, like just moving the camera around on it, put some pretty music and glitter. That's about it. People who are on my Patreon are aware that there is a time lapse of the Ginsu Force that exists, and it's going to be officially online to the public next month. So I'm probably going to see if I can put that on TikTok too. It's like a whole 5 minutes, so I don't know. I'm going to put my eyes higher so I'm actually looking at Mom. Only reason I constantly, hell yeah, time lapse. Only reason I constantly draw ourselves at the supper table is pretty much the only time where we actually interact. All 3 of us at the same time. I'm always downstairs, Dad is always outdoors. Mom is inside watching TV. Though lately she's been trying to get more and more into her journaling. She doesn't do it every day, but she does some, and it's real pretty. And you know what I say, a small victory is still a victory. At least she's doing something. I'm cleaning for inspection. I'm shocked you know who isn't doing you know what, but as I accidentally knock stuff, I PR all night. She might be too tired to annoy me. time-lapse video is awesome. Thank you. And it's really easy to do in CSP too. TOO. Because I don't know if time-lapse option is available on 1. I believe so, because there are now 3 versions of each Clip Studios. And I am on 3 right now, and I know it was available on 2 because I had 2 when it showed up, but I think it's available on 1. Like, literally, you just go on File, Time-Lapse, record time-lapse. And that's it. That's the whole deal. And then when you're done, you export. Then you have different options. I was talking about AI image generation earlier. Divine Art is actively encouraging people to do AI image generation. They got their own generator, and they advertise the ones that sell the most because, of course, capitalism. And despite the rules of the Spawnuary contest, which I participated in only in the hopes that other artists would see my art, because I know damn well that contest was just to advertise Spawn, that I had absolutely no chance of winning, because what Todd is actually looking for is artists that will copy his style. If you draw like Todd, you're a shoo-in. Does that mean I have a problem with every other artist that drew in the Todd style? Absolutely fucking not. You do you. You won. Good for you. That is not the problem here. I knew I wasn't gonna win because I had no intention of doing Todd style art. I just wanted to stand out so other artists would see my shit. So the rules said no AI art, and one of the winner is not only an AI image generator guy, but his post was basically very incensed about it. Like, I won and fuck you. That's pretty much what it was. I'm paraphrasing. But he was very angry that people were not happy that he broke the rules and won. But Todd McFarlane talked absolutely zero about it. And we know why he's doing that, because it gets people to keep talking about Spawn. It's basically a marketing thing. And it's working because I'm talking about it right now. Like, art has so much drama. And honestly, it is getting exhausting because we have to fight so much. Like I was saying earlier, being an artist on social media, you have to be a social media manager, you have to be the sketcher, the penciler, the inker, etc. You also have to be an MMA fighter because goddamn do we have to fight. Just to prove that we deserve to exist. Because once these people figured out that they can get something that kind of looks like actual art without an artist, oh boy, the vitriol against us, holy jeez. Oops. So I'm just sitting here doing what I do because it's fun and that's it. What else can I do? I tried it their way. I did not care for it. People are acting surprised that the Todd father said nothing about it, and I'm like, he's a big corporation now, technically, so why are you surprised? It's like being surprised that grocery stores are making food practically unaffordable, and then turning around, we made record profits this year. Can you pay your employees with this record profit? No. Because everything has to make the investors happy. Not the customers, not the employees. Only the investors matter. So it's probably the same thing happening here. The investors are all over AI art. Somebody won with AI art. Todd is not saying anything because one, the investors are happy, and two, like the fashion nowadays, well, it's been a good couple of years now, honestly, to get publicity on your stuff is to piss off the consumer. And then people in retail are the ones that have to handle the pissed off consumer. It's not them that get yelled at, so it's not their problem. So I'm just sitting here doing my best, drawing my little characters. That's all I can do. And I do it fairly well, so yeah. It's fish. We had fish that day. That's why Dad is eating mayonnaise, because they like to make a fish sandwich with mayonnaise in it. And now you got the lore of our supper that day. You know what I'm never going to do? A tutorial on how to draw forks. At least not until I frickin' learn how to do it myself. Now that I think about it, I don't know what we're having for supper. I am curious. I will learn it later. Because we're not about to get some spoilers about my own meals now, are we? Just say I generate your forks. And they still have the wrong number of tines. Can you imagine how many generations I would need to do just to get something that looks like a fork? I'm thinking about it and I'm like, you know what? It'd be faster for me to actually go get a tutorial. Means one day brag, yeah, but I can generate like 100 images in a minute. Yeah, because you never get what you actually want. It's not the flex you think it is, brother. Yeah, but it cuts out the middleman because I never get what I want from an artist. So now you're flexing that you can't communicate. Okay. You're not helping yourself. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. Sorry about that. Nose. Problem solved. This is one of the many reasons why you would rather have your inking layer on the vector layer. Kind of give him a bit more chest. I have a big, strong dad, me. Have you ever tried GIMP? I have tried GIMP. I was on GIMP for a lot of years before I got on the Clip Studio. The only reason that I stopped using GIMP was at a certain point. It started out of nowhere. It started like lagging something crazy on my Mac for no reason. Like one day it was doing fine. The next day, like I would make a line and I would wait a whole minute before it showed up on screen. I'm not saying it's still lagging. I don't know. I've never picked it back up after I got Manga Studio. So when I say Manga Studio, it gives you an idea of how long it's been since GIMP did that stunt on me. For all I know, it's been long fixed. Like, I have nothing against GIMP. GIMP is what kept me going until I found Clip Studio, which at the time was called Manga Studio, when it was Smith Micro that was distributing them in North America. Now it's Graphicsly. What's fun with Graphicsly is that they, in the newsletter, they also offer webinars. And you know, I'm not against a little more extra learning. But then I go to the webinar and I zone out because I got ADHD. And I'm like doing my own work while I listen to the webinar, and after a while I'm like, what happened? But Clip Studio then puts the webinar on their YouTube. So that's nice. The thing with webinars is that you're supposed to be able to go so you can ask questions, but I never have any questions to ask. I'm not saying I know everything, it's that I am not trained to ask questions. It has its issues, but lots of students are using it, so I'm learning. If I'm not mistaken, GIMP is open source. So there's a lot you can do with it. Like I said though, I'm completely out of the loop with it, so I don't know if they added some stuff since I've used it last, but I'm pretty sure they fixed that weird sudden lag it had. Or else your student wouldn't be using it. Because that's the thing. When you're a student, you're already, like, stretching your budget to incredible amounts to try and afford your class. Like, it makes me wonder what the tuition money is for if you have to fork up so much of your own money after it. Like, I remember getting a $4,000 loan, and I don't know where it went, because none of it went towards my workbooks, or the books that we were told to buy. And of course, we had to buy them new, because if you bought last year's edition, then it was no good. Even if it's the exact same goddamn book! The lag is still there, they're using it because it's free. Oh, no, not that. I mean, there's a lot of other options. I haven't tried them really in depth. Paint Tool Sai is very popular also. And there's Fire Alpaca. Rebelle used to be good, but now it's like stupid expensive. But at the same time, you kind of understand because the brushes, they work. They really work. I don't know how they set up their program, but Rebelle has like amazing traditional looking brushes. And they work and react like real ones. So I don't know which demon they sacrifice a goat to, but it works. And then on the tablet, because that's a tablet only, when I say tablet I mean iPad. It's an iPad only software. Procreate is very popular. It's paid, but it's like you pay 15 bucks and you're done. That's it. You don't need to subscribe to a payment model like Adobe and CSP now. But like for GIMP, I would say it's pretty complete for what it is. Like I said, it's what I used to use. So if you're asking for a recommendation, I would recommend it 10 years ago. 10 years? What am I kidding? 15 years ago. I've used Rebelle for a long time. It's really good. I have an old version of Corel somewhere. I didn't really use it. I mostly used it to do some photo bashing, stuff like that. I have Quark. I never used it. It was a hand-me-down software from one of my uncles, who sadly passed away. It was a very fun uncle. Like, he was my grandpa's cousin. And when he remade contact with our family, the first thing he did was embarrass my grandma by telling her how much he had a crush on her when he was young. And that him and a couple other cousins would sneak to where my grandpa would take my grandma to kiss her in quote-unquote private, but they weren't as private as they thought. But like knowing my grandma, all they did was kissing. It's a version 7 now. I started with Tree. Because I did try a version of Rebelle. I think it was a free trial. Pretty sure it was a free trial because I had this gigantic watermark. And at the time, I think it mostly had watercolor brushes. And I used it for a contest that I did win because I don't win contests. And one day I'll be good enough. And it was a really, really, really good set of watercolor brushes. It's very impressive what Rebelle can do. I just use Clip Studio because honestly, I really, really like it. They come up with fun stuff. They keep my creative brain going. But like, I've seen a demo of Rebel just this week, and wow. Honestly, wow. If I had the money, I would probably buy it. Because I lost control of my life. And art brings me a ridiculous amount of joy. I am taking a lot of chances here. There. Just turn my black layer back to blue. So we don't accidentally ink on the black layer again, like the noob that we are. I also worked very briefly with CG Illust. I'm pretty sure it's reachable from here. I just don't want to knock over some of my art stuff that's sitting right there because it's loose, and I already knocked it over when I opened the package. When I got it, I was not happy with that. Oh, there's Corel actually. Yep, there it is. I can see you. I have a lot of spray paint. I should do something about that. Oh my god. Dessinateur Studio. Oh lord, I got some old stuff. Hang on, I'm gonna pull that out too. I'm trying to remember if I actually used this. And of course Mango Studio, but like the box is not that interesting with how old it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this whole thing over here, and we'll talk about it after the stream. If it doesn't just all fall behind the printer. I know my copy of Quark is not in the pile I just pulled out because it was a yo-ho-ho copy from my uncle, so yeah. And to think my first art software was Newsroom on Commodore 64. It was literally a software to make newspapers. And it has little clip art that you can use. You can actually edit them if you're patient enough. Because all I had to work with was an Atari controller. So I was drawing with an Atari joystick on the Commodore 64. And that was my first foray into digital art. My second, of course, being a child of the 80s, 90s, being Super Mario Paint. With a mouse. And I still have it. And of course it still works because I take ridiculously good care of my stuff. I don't dust my stuff, but I take good care of it. I should dust my stuff. I even still got the little red plastic thingy that you would put on the ball of the mouse for Super Mario Paint to protect it from dust. Of course, I don't have the box because it was a second hand and my brother did not keep the boxes. It's again a miracle I have the box for Super Mario RPG and A Link to the Past because I know these were also secondhand from him. It's okay, I know a website that makes replacement cases. So if I ever get around to it, I will get some cases for my games that are still loose. Just sent you the student's Venom blank cover. Sorry I missed your message. Well, it's about damn time. We're gonna go take a look at that after the stream. Because I want to see it. You're lucky I'm patient. And by patient I mean I forgot. Because lest we say it again, I have ADHD. And of course, I put these colors all on the black layer. Because once again, I am an idiot. Ok. Je l'ai réglé mon problème? But seriously, it's okay. Because I know I have bad memory, so the way I see it, I figure when I'm waiting on something, they'll send it when they got time. It's not like I'm gonna be sitting by the messenger like... I'm the type that keeps myself busy, you know? Because I keep talking about my brother and my sister and stuff like that. I am an only child. My brother is actually my cousin. But we were raised together as babies in my grandparents' house. I've been so busy, it's awful. Only 3 more weeks of college and I'm free for a few months. Oh, y'all know what that means. Photography! We're gonna get pretty pictures. Me, my summertime, I experiment in the kitchen. I experiment with art for the rest of the year, but like, I'm quote-unquote free during the summer to do what I want in the kitchen. In fact, that's when I found out that asparagus pan-fried in garlic is the only thing I will be eating for a month. Like, I understand that my mom is neurodivergent and she has trouble with trying new stuff in the kitchen. But at the same time, I'm hungry. But it's easier to experiment when it's just me, when I don't have the pressure of maybe having to do another meal if my mom doesn't like it, no? Look at that, I did it again. I'm gonna fix that right away. I don't know why I draw myself in t-shirts. It's winter. I am cold. Me, I need to plan on getting busier. I got some stuff I need to get done, and then I need to open a couple commission slots. People have been asking, and I'm willing to do it. I'm just asking to please, 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 please be normal. And well, it's the internet, it's hard to find people acting normal. I mean, especially people that ask me are mostly on DA. If they're not on DA, they're usually a scam, sadly enough. Like, I would like to buy your art. Ah! As NFTs. Do you accept crypto? Ah! If the day I accept crypto is the day I accept exposure. You know what I mean? Because in both cases, you're not getting any money. Or especially the NFT ones, you know? Because NFT has crashed, okay? NFT is not working anymore. It was a fad, good on the people that got to make money out of it. But they're like few and far between, just like MLMs, you know? You have to be there early, and anybody else that try to profit off of it, you crash and burn. That's what happens, and that's what happened. Like, you keep seeing stories, and they say, no, it's a great investment, and I'm a millionaire, and that money never sees a bank. And then a week later, to turn around, I got my NFT stolen. Oh, you don't say. And then you got bot scammers that get mixed in it. And if you complain about your stolen NFT on Zitter, Yes, I will pronounce it Xitter when we all know how I really pronounce it. Oh, go see this guy on Instagram. They brought back my account. Like, the minute you say you lost something, there's going to be like 5 bots telling you to go see this one hacker on Instagram. Like, literally, last night I saw someone comment on the chinchilla video that they lost their chinchillas, and immediately a bot latched on to that and told them to go see this one guy on Instagram so they could find it back. And the person replied, well, the chinchilla's been dead for 10 years, I mean. I mean, you gotta respect the hustle. Like, they keep saying adapt or die. Well, they adapted in case you die, apparently. And just in case it wasn't clear, because I've been talking shit about AI image generation. I don't want people to think that because I shit on AI image generation, that then I will shit on any bad art. Because that would be like incredibly wrong. Because art is, first of all, art is subjective. Secondly, we're our worst critics. So some of these people will think that their art is bad because it doesn't look like mine. And then they're scared to show me their art in case I shit on it. What's most likely going to happen is, let's pretend for half a second that I think your art is bad. I will always find something good to say about it. And then if you want critique, I will give some, but not in a way to destroy you, you know? I've been approached hard on Discord from people who wants me to commission them, and it's usually a scam. Yeah, that happened to me once. But yeah, Lion's right. They do that on Discord. They will drop into your DMs and if you're lucky, they're only going to offer you their commissions. But if you're like me, because I can never get the normal assholes, I had someone offer to do like a, like, what's it called? I'm going to call it a like live stream display. And like they came to me like a week after I built this one, you know? And when I say offer, I'm being generous. Because they came into my DMs and they were like, would you like to see my portfolio? And I'm like, well, sure, why not? So they send me these graphics and stuff like that, and I said, hey, that's pretty good. And they said, oh, thank you, would you like to commission me? No, thank you, I already have a facing, a display, I'm good. And then they start listing their prices, and I'm like, these are good prices, but it's okay, I have a display, I'm good. And then they started acting like I said yes. And then they said, okay, you can send the money at this address. And I said no, thank you. And they were like, I'm going to make you something nice. No! Like, you can pretend you can't hear me, but this is text. Like, you can try all you want, but no. Like, I had to block them. Like, they kind of depend on younger people being shy of rejecting people, and I'm like, I am 41 years old. I do not care about your feelings. Because they try. Oh my God, do they try? And I keep telling them to go fuck off. And I said, no, 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 no. I say no. You can fuck right off. Now there's no sound upstairs because they're listening to me singing. Cause I got no door at the end of my studio. And I really should buy one, but I'm kinda broke, and that's why I got a Patreon. I don't know how that sounded to you guys, but I'm pretty proud of that one. Hey, maybe if I get more supporters on Patreon and or Ko-fi and or Tron, I'll add more singing. It depends on the demand. But like it's going to be like Patreon and or Ko-fi only, because if I sing something too recognizable on this platform, and yeah, I say this platform because it could be either on Twitch or YouTube, I'm going to get yelled at for copyright. That's why I'm doing the whole Weird Al Yankovic fake lyrics thing. You don't sing good enough for copyright? Oh, you'd be surprised. I know I don't sing good enough for copyright, but... Would you like to tell that to copyright-hungry people on these platforms? That's the fun thing about me. I'm really hard to discourage. You don't sing good. I can't get any worse. See, it was so bad one of my watchers left. Now I feel like downloading that song on my phone later because I feel like listening to it again. Forgot to draw under the table, so I'm just going to put some black because I'm lazy. There we go. Facts that literally happened to me, and I ended up using some colorful words and then they blocked me. Oh, that is so, like, it warms your heart when the scammer blocks you. I had the same feeling when I blasted Pink Fluffy Unicorns Dancing on Rainbows at maximum volume to that guy on the phone that was trying to scam me into allowing them into my computer. Oh, I need both hands for this. Give me a minute. I put the phone under my speaker. Pink Fluffy Unicorns Dancing on Rainbows. And they hung up. I don't know why. We were just getting to the good part. It was the 10-hour version of that video. But like most of the time, like I'm literally busy working, so I don't really feel like entertaining them. But good news! Joel, that some of you guys know, had one this morning before my stream. And he fucked around with them. So that was good fun for me. Because they were like, I'll buy your art for 10 ethers, however it's pronounced. And he was like, no, 100. And they were like, and they too, they were like, no. And he was like, my art is not worth 10 ethers. $100 ethers. And then I went to look, and like 10 ethers is like $34,000 right now. And he kept them going and going and going and going, and then they started with the name calling, and they called him a bot. And I was like, oh, out with the slurs now. Like, we prefer like artificial human. Bot is a slur. Like, these people are called bots so often. After a while, like, it really grates on them. So they think if they call you a bot, you're going to be insulted. And then you're like, oh, that is some funny shit right there. Look, I'm all for getting whatever job you can when you don't have any money. I draw the line at scamming. There is a limit to what I will tolerate, and it is that. I don't know if you guys are aware, but I got Weird Al Yankovic's White Stuff playing in my head. I pulled no punches, but I did feel bad after for like a second. Yeah, I bet. Oh, I feel bad. That was a real person. Oh, well. It lasted about that long. Because you're trying to have a good day. You're enjoying life. It's sunny outside. And then you get scammed. You pull no punches because there is no fucks to give. Also, you're the same color as the mayo, I see. I'm not about a mechanized American. You're the same color as the mayo. Of course I'm the same color as the mayo. I'd like to think that the mayo is slightly yellower and I have a pinkish tint to my skin. But it's about the same hue, yeah. Should have recorded that. I'd have paid to see that. It was another time I asked the scammer on the phone if they knew who I was. Do you know who I am? What? Do you know who I am? You're a... And at the top of my lungs, my throat was sore for half an hour after that. I'm the goddamn Batman. And I hung up. Like, screamed in his ear. Hey, they left us alone for a while after that. It's breaded fish. Our fish is yellow because Dad breads it like with flour and eggs. It's really good. But like I keep saying, I would like some variety in my staple foods. This is that Irish top coat plus the blood pressure. Hey, the blood pressure is under control. I'm on a prescription for that. All I gotta do is not hang out on social media too long. Because that cannot be good for my blood pressure. But other than that, I'm pretty fine. I haven't had a headache in months. And since I got the torture mat, the same goes for my back problems. I feel great. I usually, when I start feeling a twinge in my back, that's when I get up and I need a coffee. Enjoy! I don't drink coffee. It puts me to sleep. I like the smell. And I can afford to get myself a little iced coffee once in a while, but I gotta be careful. Because with a nice coffee, it's 50-50. Either it puts me to sleep or it gets me really loopy like if I got drunk. And we're taking a chance because I never got drunk, so I don't know how I am when I'm drunk. I'm just loopy. So it's really a shake of the dice right there. We're almost done. I'm going to color gun it. There we go. I've only been drunk once in my life. Don't need to repeat it. I agree. I agree. Oh, also, I don't know if you guys know about this, but I did talk about the fact that everything that is not the software itself is in light mode for CSP. They're working on a dark mode. Oh, I am so pink. The white balance has completely fucked up because I showed my screen. But yeah, they're working on that. Oh, I'm back to normal. Okay. Weather. Your Easter egg color, very festive. Just say I look like an egg and be done with it. I'm gonna get a cease and desist from Miracle Whip. Watch. I'm not even bashing Miracle Whip. That's what we use for our dips. So you hear that, Miracle Whip? We eat you. Don't sue me. For defamation or something. We're almost done. I'm back. Hi! Filtrated lion with your filtrated coffee. Difference between Miracle Whip and mayo is that you can get generic mayo for half price, but generic salad dressing tastes nothing like a Miracle Whip, and you're stuck paying $5 a jar. There you have it, folks. The intrinsic difference between mayo and Miracle Whip. Snap, crackle, pop. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Thanks for a fun show, Sharon. Your comic looks awesome. Thank you, Paul. That is Paul Ease for wrap it up. Got shit to do. Alright, let's take a little look-see. I'm gonna put a little spacey poo. Come on. Duh. Yeah, we're good. I've been drunk too many times, but apparently I'm more fun and approachable when I'm tipsy, but only at home. So you're hateful and tend to get into fights when you're in public? Is that what we're getting here? Is that the information I'm gathering? As far as I know, I've never been drunk. I've been like slightly tipsy once, and then I decided to stay home and lie down. And honestly, most alcohol tastes terrible to me, like turpentine. I mean, clearly I'm of Native American descent. So maybe it's that. There's some movement outside my window and it better be Dad. But yeah, I did say that at the end of the stream, I'm just going to put you guys back on the big webcam, so you guys can see what I was talking about my old software, my old art softwares. There we go. I'm gonna save that real quick. Okay. Let's go to the pile. I'm gonna move my keyboard so I don't accidentally type R in the chat. Corel Professional Photos, Corel Super 10, royalty-free high-resolution photo pack, textures and patterns. Oh yeah, that's the Corel I had. Ta-da! Oh, you gotta love the time frame back when software was sold in gigantic boxes. System requirements. Macintosh. Oh, if I still had a CD drive on the my old Mac had one. This one does not. But if I had a CD drive, I could probably check if it still worked. Let's take a quick little look-see inside. Are you CDs? Are you discs? Oh, at the weight, quick like that, I would say we have CDs. Come on. Yeah, there we go. That's amazing. We have fantasy backgrounds. Let's take a quick look at the art on top of the CD. Let's look. Graphic design is my passion and is not coming out of the sleeve. Ah! Let's take a look-see at the design on the CD. Oh, look at that 80s, 90s inspiration going on. So we have fantasy backgrounds. Maybe that's something I should, Oh, wait, no. Mother has a Windows machine with a CD drive. Maybe I could convert them so we can get a quick look-see at what's inside. Creative crystals. Clouds. Just clouds? Just clouds. Color backgrounds 2. Textile patterns. Painted textures. Foliage backgrounds. Creative textures. Graffiti. Patterns in stone. Do you have anything Well, I should say, do I have any other CDs in there? Clearly not. But I do have the instructions manual and the sampler's booklet in here. So that would be interesting to go ahead and extract all these. Maybe find a way to share them. Yo ho ho. For you guys. I mean, at the age this thing got, I don't think Corel would really care. And the registration card. Tarjeta de registro. Rellene la siguiente información y o incluya su tarjeta de visita. Would be a little late to do that too. I'm interested in seeing these fantasy backgrounds again. We'll see, we'll see. Macintosh and Windows Utilities. Corel Art View Screensaver Visual File Manager. Visual File Manager. If this thing can still work on a much newer machine, maybe I can extract the files. Next we have Dessinateur Studio. Only in French. That was probably bought locally. I'm pretty sure I remember working with this, but not using these tools over here. Let's crack it open. Logiciel micro-application. Plus de 150 CD-ROM disponibles. Nouvelle sélection. Anybody else remember seeing these like in like bargain bins? Because Smith Micro applications, however they feel like being called, like they made a lot of random softwares. Philatélix, Timbre de France. Turf, expertise et pronostic. Les chiffres, les lettres, agenda et contact. MP3 créateur, Architect Studio Pro. They did everything. In French. Another registering card. Oh, that's cute. Société Micro-Application. 2022 rue des Petits Hôtels. 75010 Paris. I just look intimidating and it makes me sad. Oh. I don't look intimidating at all. Until I get really pissed off. Graphic design is my passion. What do you look like? Like every other single Microsoft micro application DVD. I remember using it, but like I said, I don't remember using the tools. I probably just used it to draw. And of course, what we all want, a nice, big, huge, thick, how to use book. I don't drink outside of my home for fear of doing something embarrassing. Ah, I do all my embarrassing shit sober. I own my embarrassment! Ouvrir un modèle, créer une animation, créer un dessin, ouvrir un document, voir des exemples. That's not my real French voice, this is like my customer support voice. Erso Informatique, bonjour, comment puis-je vous aider? It's just so weird. So what probably happened is that I used Dessinateur Studio with the Corel CDs. Because I remember using it, but I don't remember jack shit of what's in here. Régler la teinte du remplissage d'un objet. And it's in black and white. Régler la trajectoire du remplissage d'un objet. I think this is like Microsoft only, isn't it? It doesn't even say. PC CD-ROM. Well, this one, yeah. This one is Microsoft only if it says PC. Or else it would also say Mac. Now, something that I do remember using. These two. Especially this one. I got this one first. The thing is, the reason I got this one is because I remember using it, but I don't remember using the tools. I probably just used it to draw. The reason I got this one They're both from a deleter, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, lordy. I gotta see if I can install these on Mom's computer so I can extract the files on this one. For Windows, this is ComicWorks. Yeah, deleter, I was right. And deleter CGList. Like, they made these and then they made no more after this. They focus more on traditional art supplies. And I'm not complaining because they still make screen tones. The prices are excellent. If you want traditional screen tones, you go to Deleter Comic Shop. Not Deleter USA, Deleter Manga Shop. That's the real word. Deleter Manga Shop. You're gonna get great prices because if you go on Deleter USA, the website, they double the prices. And you can't make me believe, like, oh, it's because of the import fees and stuff like that. Literally, the price is the same. And there's not really import fees. If they are minimal. Like, you're going to save so much money if you use Deleter Manga Shop instead of Deleter USA. There, I said it. Patch files for fixing both of the 2 reported bugs. Oh, that's nice. We're gonna skip the booklet real quick. And we got a little empty CD sleeve if you don't want to open the box all the time. ComicsWorks is a registered trademark of SC Incorporated. All copyright regulations apply to the work. User registration card with Dr. Briefs' cat. If you know Dr. Briefs is, you're gonna go, oh yeah. And graphic design is my passion. ComicWorks English. So yeah, here you go. ComicWorks in English. User's manual. Gorgeous use of screen tone. That's one thing I liked about ComicWorks that early CSP used to do, but now you kind of have to make your own brushes to try and make it work. Is you could color directly with screen tone, as in the brush. You had brushes that you would just use your pen to fill in with screen tone, and then you could choose your color instead of like Jesus take the wheel with the tool I showed earlier. Gorgeous. And I do believe the booklet is thick because yes, at the end you have samples of the screen tones that were provided within the software. That's why I want to try see if it works on my mom's computer, so I can extract these, because I remember I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones I used when I was working on the horror parody of Gilligan's Island. Because all of Gilligan's Island, and sadly it was cancelled because my computer exploded at the time and then I lost the files. This is what I used to do the Gilligan's Island horror doujinshi. But yeah, for at the time, this was a really, really, really good manga software. It only worked in black and white. If you wanted color, then you got CGList. I know I did some work in CGList. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, some really old Sign Warrior digital art was made in CGList. Graphic design is my passion. Deleter, version 2.2 for Windows, copyright 2001. How is this not crumbling in my hand? At least they didn't use the word English on it, so it's not English. Opening example art. Some getting you started. User registration. Registration card. Is there a bug? Before installing the software, please read this to avoid minor errors. Software version you have is version 2.22, and the most current version is 2.24. Okay, yeah. And oh my god. Was this always this color? Just to show, because it's kind of yellow. It's like, look at all them goodies. Oh, we are going back in time. Only I could turn back time. I didn't use my Aqua Girl voice because I'm pretty sure it would have busted one of your speakers. When I want to sing high, I sing high. Oh my god, look at this. Look at the specs. Look at this old tablet. And a scanner, of course. A screen set to 800 pixels by 600 pixels. And a screen set to 1024 by 7. Oh, how small we used to work in. So small that the camera won't focus. Bah. Non, mais j'en style. Those are on eBay for over $100. Well, that's about what I paid, actually. I remember this being $100 when I paid for it originally, when it was new. They're explaining DPI. Color window and color palette. Oh, Lord. Oh, look at the palette. Oh. Oh my goodness. I don't want to open too much because I can hear the spine snapping because the glue is so dry from age. Like, I like bright colors, but oh. Calibrating the monitor and printer colors. Yes, please. Explaining how to work with it. Layers. Going to the back, see if they had some divided layers. Not what I'm looking for. No, it's mostly explanation. There's no built-in extra materials and stuff like that. Oh, there's a website. Just for kicks, I'm just gonna go see if that website is still going. Because I know the Leader Manga Shop is still going. That's not a problem. But it's like a website. It's called comic-artist.com. Keep them mint. They should be in a museum. I should be in a museum. Let's see. HTTP, not even an S. What? Comic-artist with an S.com. They're having trouble finding the website. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it's dead. All I'm going to do is just put the name in Google, see if it's going to give me something. That is clearly another website. So I'm just gonna do this, and... No, the website is dead. Oh well. At least we looked. And there you have it. The old software on discs that I used to use. And I'm going to put them back so they can be safe. So, oh, 3:34. Yeah, I think it's about time I let you poor guys go. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to the end card. And would you look at that? I got more supporters. Isn't that wonderful? I think it's wonderful. So, of course, as usual, extra special caramel drizzle gold fleck thanks to our supporters. Amber People K, Miss Innovis, Sir E. Othered, hoping I pronounced that correctly. I think that's the correct way. Carl Bloke, Takahashi Kanako, and Bad Dat Multiplayers. Your continued support and your brand new support is immensely appreciated. I do believe, let me check the calendar real quick. Oh, yes, that's going to be lovely. Next weekend, you're the first person to look at that website in 15 years. But the website went, You know, after the stream, I should look on the Wayback Machine. See if there's an archive of it. Just for kicks. Just to see what happens. I encourage you guys to do it. Open up the Wayback Machine, put that in there with an HTTP, not HTTPS, HTTP, and put it in the Wayback Machine, see what you guys get. And I put it in the chat. Now, you can't see it on screen, but normally it should show up in the Twitch and the YouTube chat. And then next weekend is going to be a full weekend live stream. So, the usual Sunday live stream at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's my time, not your time, maybe your time. I don't know you, I don't know your life. And of course, the first Saturday of the month, which is going to be the Olo Colors Challenge live stream. So get your suggestions ready for that Friday, which will be April 5th. And then we're going to put that in the Wheel of Morality. We're going to have some fun. See what the Wheel of Morality will pick for us. And yeah, I'm going to see you guys next weekend. Hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. I had a lot of fun drawing it and showing off my little old-as fuck software collection. So I'll see you guys next weekend. I love you all, and bye-bye.